folks, JD here, and today we've got this. This is the Goshawk, and I'm really excited to be opening this up. This apparently has between 11 and 22 minutes of flight time. Right then, let's open this up and have a little look on the inside. So let's open this up. Oh, this is upside down by the feel of it. Yeah, there we go. Right, okay. There's quite a lot in here. There we are. So this is what we get. So we've got our manual, we've got our app, our instructions in order to get our app there. Let's have a quick little look at that. I think these instructions are just in Japanese. Nope, they're not. They're in English as well, but the English part of the instructions are on the inside. So it's the Chinese language that is going to be facing you. Okay. Wow, this is quite nice. Oh, that's quite neat. Okay, what have we got here? Ha! There's a lot of stuff with this, good God. Right, okay, let's move all this and let's have a little look at what this is. Here's the drone. Looks quite nice. It's really small. Look at that. It's not very big at all. It feels like it's really well put together. Yeah, I like the look at this. I love this matte black. Matte black always stands out to me. It looks really stylish, especially when you've got these gloss motor propellers on here as well. Now you've got, there's a couple of things that do stand out. These propellers are quite high off the mountain stands here. That should be okay. That shouldn't be much of a problem. It just looks a little bit strange when you just look at it head on like that. That being said though, you've got a nice little U drone to the top there. It looks really quite nice. This is where your battery is. Now you've got its own little battery cover. If I'm to open this, then you've got a battery inside here, and wow, this thing looks absolutely monstrous. Look at the size of this. Oh, so this is an 1800 3.7 volt battery. That thing is a monster being inside one of these. Absolutely. I'm going to leave that battery out because I'm going to need to charge this. But all in all, look at this though. I'm really liking this, because as soon as you put this back together, look, you get a nice little battery cover here, and then you just pull out, and inside is the battery. I like that a lot. It looks a little bit strange, just protruding out the back there, but all in all, I think that's quite neat. It certainly is easier for people with larger hands like myself to work in, rather than having to really try and get your fingers inside here and you can't do it very well. This just gives it a little easier way to work on the drone. Right, so let's put this together, shall we? So on the underside, you've got your on and off button here. You've got 3 pins where your camera fits in, and this is where these are the runners that your camera fits on. So inside one of these accessory bags, we have a camera. Excuse me. And inside, there we are, and on this camera, it says it's a HD camera. You've got your cable coming off into your plug there that fits into the socket. You've got your Wi-Fi antenna on the back, and you've got your little clip here that just clips into the underside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip this in first of all. Oh, that's so easy. And there's a little clip on the back here that you can push down. Yeah, and you can take off the camera should you need to. That's good. And then that gives you more than enough space to then plug in the camera, he says, there we are, to then plug in the camera into this little socket here, and you should find that it goes in really, there we are, really quite easily. There we are, perfect, look at that. Clips in, no problem. Camera itself looks like this, so you have got to tilt it a little bit. Oh, that's a lovely action, look at this. It's ever so tight when you're moving this, but it moves so nicely. It doesn't jar and it doesn't fall apart. And when you hold it down, the weight of the camera and the weight of the lens doesn't pull it down. See? It's very nice, that is. Yes, I like that. And the cable doesn't get in the way of the lens either, but you can just clip that cable to the back there. And the Wi-Fi antenna, oh, look at this. They've thought about this a little bit. The Wi-Fi antenna just faces downwards. Right, so that is the camera, but now we've got the camera on there. I can't put this round and put this down properly, because otherwise I'm going to damage the camera. So let's get these landing sprigs on. So you get 4 you get 2 landing sprigs and you get 4 propeller guards there. So let's pop these landing sprigs on, and these just connect. Oh, that's a little bit strange. Which way do these go? That's a little bit weird. Do they go that way? So you've got to actually bend these in a little bit. They look a little bit strange. Okay, let's just pop these on then, and let's see how it goes. But there we go. There's a little bit of plastic bending that you need to do in order to get these in. But good God, they go in and they really do fit in so tight there. It's unbelievable. And then likewise with the other two, yeah, you have got to move these dowels a little bit so that they fit in properly, because otherwise they're not going to connect. Oh God. Right, okay, get in you, and you. Right, there we are, perfect. So this is what we look like. We've just assembled and we've just built a drone. This black and this silver really stand out. Really stand out. There's your landing sprigs. They are quite tight. There's also a little bit of movement there, just that when you land, it absorbs any sort of bounce. That feels good. I like that. Okay, accessory wise, what do you get? You get 2 spare propellers, the battery charger, you get a screwdriver and a couple of screws. Now the screws themselves are for the propellers, because you've got 4 screws that just screw inside there should you want to replace them. And also there's a tiny screw hole, 4 tiny screw holes on the inside of these landing sprigs. So should you have a stage enough hand and want to screw this in, I recommend that you do, and you just screw this in here inside these landing sprigs. Also in the other accessory bag you get an FPV boom, but that's good, we'll come back to that in a minute. If you want to assemble these propeller guards, they're quite simple. They just go in, they line up really quite easily, and you just clip them in like that. And then you've got enough clearance for the propeller to move around the outside. That shouldn't be much of a problem. And as well, you've got a little screw hole inside there also. So should you want to, there we are, just inside there. So should you want to, you should actually screw that on. Now, I'm going to take that off. There we go. Perfect. So there we have it. That's a really cute little drone. But how much does this weigh? Is this going to be over the 250 gram mark? Is it going to be under? Let's have a little look. So it's flying weight, battery and camera included, 128 grams. That's not bad. Now, some of the features of this drone are as follows. Altitude hold, 360 flips, voice control, multiple speed modes as well. Its control distance is 150 meters. Flying time is up to 22 meters. And the charging time is about 120 minutes. So all in all, that's incredible. I want to see whether we get 22 minutes out of this, because that would be extraordinary if we do. Right, so let's put this to one side and let's have a little look at this transmitter. This transmitter looks an awful lot and feels an awful lot like a SEMA transmitter. See it? Just in black with a couple more buttons up around the outside. So here is what we get. So starting off, we get our speed controls here. Then we can take pictures, take movies. Then you have got 2 trims here. Then over this side you've got fine tuning as well, and you've got fine tuning as well. So all this side is trim. These 2 are for taking photo and recording video. Taking photos is the top, recording video is the bottom. And then, sorry, I got these 2 wrong. You've got 1 key return to home and lighting control for the CF mode. And then over this side you've got roll, should you want to use it for your 360 flips. You've got your on and off button in the middle here, and then you've got 2 buttons either side. One's for 1-click start, this one here on the left, and the one on the right is for 1-click landing. Press and hold for 3 seconds. Now, if we flip this over, you can see we've got an FPV boom that needs to be fitted on the back of this, because there is a small app that you can use with this guy. So let's flip this over. Let's plug this in. Ooh. Let's plug this in. Come on. Oh wow, that really does click in and clicks in solidly. There we are. And then once again you can put your smartphone inside here like that, and you've got a little bit of foam at the top and at the bottom just to hold your smartphone in nice and solidly. And that is really on solid. It's a little bit tricky to get on, but it really is on solid there. the transmitter feels okay. It's quite plasticky to the point where it's probably the most plastic transmitter I think I've used in a few months. There's just no weight to it whatsoever. It's very, very light. Now, as for the batteries, if you open up the back, this transmitter takes 4 AA batteries. This transmitter does not allow USB charging of any sort, so you have got to make sure the batteries inside here are pre-charged and ready to go. Okay, all in all though, I like this matte black. The whole matte black thing looks very, very good. So what do you get with this all in all? Well, you get your quadcopter, you get your transmitter, you get your battery, you get your accessory bags here. You get quite a lot of accessories inside there, you really do. As well as you get your English manual, and you also get your app operating instructions with your QR codes in order for you to get your application downloaded. So there we are, folks. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD. You've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.